Olive, allow me to start from where Hustler Fund came from. And allow me to acknowledge that the current workforce in Kenya is about 19 million. 15% of that is about 3 million, which is in the public and private sector. So about 16 million are in the small businesses, the hustlers and all that. And on top of that, we have also the statistics from the Kenya National Bureau of Standards, which says that out of 10, 9 are youths who are actually mostly employed in these small businesses. I'm happy to hear my colleagues talk about, mention the Hustler Fund, that we campaigned with it, an indication that they've been keen and following. We appreciate that. On top of that, us as Kenya Kwanza, we had a program which is the economic forums in each and every counties. And we engaged the people. We did it differently, and that's why we're in government today, because we went to the people and asked them, what is the problem? And the people had an opportunity to respond. We had a team, we still have a team of professionals, case example, Dr. Ndi, on matters economy. And they've been able to take the feedbacks that the Kenyans were able to give on matters, challenges, financial challenges in businesses, and other challenges in business that Kenyans have been facing. So we've, Kenya Kwanza has not just woken up and given a Hustler Fund. It has been a process up to where we are today. Yesterday we had engagements in different regions, still discussing and engaging with the Kenyans, engaging with the people. Unlike the other funds that did not happen. But this fund is because it is supporting the needs of the Kenyans. And I'm happy when also they identify and say, yes, there's the hustler category. When the question of, is it just up to 50,000? Let me explain like this. The Hustler Fund is going to be accessed, actually accessible to all Kenyans in the platform of the mobile platform. The way we access Mshwari, the way we access Fuliza. You don't need to do paperwork. You don't need to fill documents. You do not need to have security like logbooks and title deeds. You don't need that. Unlike in the other institutions whereby when you're going to borrow money, that one is needed. So there's that access capacity. At the same time, on the issue of the 8%, let me explain it like this. One, you find that on the prorated basis, this 8% is 8% per year. So if I borrow today and I'm able to pay within 10 days, my interest will be charged within the 8 days, within the 8 days that I've paid, not the full year. That is what the fund is offering. On top of that, why again the 8%? Because we also need to have capital. We need to build the capital for the Hustler Fund. We need to have money that we can continue offering and supporting Kenyans with the same fund. At the same time, on the saving factor, when you borrow money, okay, you've borrowed X amount, case example, 1,000 shillings. We are encouraging Kenyans to save because we are at a point whereby saving has become a challenge so much. So we are encouraging Kenyans to save, and that is why there's a 5 small percent, or depending on the amount that you're trying to borrow, that saving is encouraged. At the same time, on top of that saving, depending on your need, you are still able to access the fund, as we've put it, long-term and short-term, depending on the need. So we are also advocating for a culture of saving for our Kenyans. Number 4, actually. People will be able, hustlers will be able to access these funds as individuals. I can access it as Tabitha. I can decide to borrow 500 shillings up to 50,000. That is the first category. At the same time, we can access as groups, either chamas, and we can be able to borrow from 50,000 to 200,000. We can go further and access it again through the small businesses and access more depending on the levels and also depending on the need of the business. So it is not just up to 50,000. No, it is in different categories. On top of that, the Hustler Fund, what again is offering? It is offering credibility ratings. Depending on how also you are able to borrow and pay, it is also going to give you a rating. Positive rating gives you a better chance of actually being able to borrow more. For those ones also who do not even have the digital phones to access, it's going to be accessible through the USSD code through our phones. Even someone who's there, actually just down there mashinani, who has a small business, they are still able to access. When I go to an issue like Fuliza, some of the feedbacks that we got from our people during our campaign is that Fuliza offers 1% interest per day, per single day. So if you've not paid for 10 days, that is 10%. So, but here, Hustler Fund is offering 8% per annum, and on top of that, you are able to, you're being charged your interest as within the number of days that you are able to pay. And remember, we need to have capital.
All right. When you talked about this 50,000, you're saying this is the cap for individual borrowers.
Yes, yes. For individuals, it's between 500 shillings to 50,000 for single borrowers.